welcome to Fairbury TV.
Good morning.
Lots of local stuff to talk about, holidays coming up. I wanted to know what your family's Thanksgiving traditions are.
Well, we really don't have a Thanksgiving tradition anymore because
Kids are all gone.
kids are gone, families scattered to the four winds, although I will tell you that Thanksgiving always was my holiday. It was always my favorite holiday because it was non-commercialized, it wasn't about money, it wasn't about presents, it's just about...
The 3 F's.
What are the 3 F's?
Football, food, and family.
Football, food, and family. Okay, that's cool, I can go with that.
And naps on the couch.
I love Thanksgiving.
And your fat pants.
And my fat, no, I wear the same pants. But I always was a Thanksgiving guy. It was always my favorite holiday of the year. You know, I have inherent problems with Christmas for a lot of reasons, but Thanksgiving is great. It's, when I was a kid, you know, all the family would come over, and of course we would eat, and we would watch football, and we would either go to a matinee down at the theater, or we would go bowling, or if it was nice, we'd play football out in the yard. So,
is this when you were a kid, or when your kids were little?
When I was a kid, you know, and when the kids were little, it was just always all about family and just having a great day. What about you?
Well, we always went to both sides of the family. My mom has a very huge family. So we'd meet the Wednesday before, and then my dad's side of the family would get together at Grandma's on Thursday, and we'd all lay on the floor and eat our supper and watch football. We'd watch Home Alone, and then all the cousins would stay the night at my grandma's.
See, that's a lot of fun, you know.
What's your favorite food? Or do you, like, my favorite thing about Thanksgiving is to make a big, like, volcano. You put your turkey breast down and you mash on the mashed potatoes and the gravy, and then you fill in the hole with the corn.
You're like 35 pounds. What do? Eat a spoonful and then you're full?
No.
What's
your favorite Thanksgiving food? Let's switch the subject.
Are you a binge and purge kind of gal?
No.
No, turkey. I love turkey. I only get turkey about twice a year.
Well, that's your problem. You should eat turkey more.
I love turkey. Turkey is awesome. With gravy on it.
Wah, wah,
wah, wah, wah.
I eat a lot. I just eat very healthy.
I only see you eat water.
Well, ask me out for lunch sometime.
You'll be a cheap date, won't you? I'll have the water.
You're rude. Okay, so Chris Goking issued a challenge for Fairbury to shop local, and I love this. We all need to support Fairbury, and I know there's not many places to buy Christmas gifts, but you could think of something, whether it be a shovel. I mean, yes, granted, you might have to shop at Walmart, but try to shop.
Well, I think actually, I think there are places to buy gifts. I mean, if you want to buy a diamond necklace, a fur coat, probably not.
Right. Do you have memories and more where you could buy antique furniture, places like that? Gift cards to local restaurants.
Gift cards are huge. Even the local service merchants offer. You can buy gift cards from the local service merchants. But for those of you who don't know Chris, he's the owner of Goking Plumbing. He is a former Fairbury City Council member, big into the Fairbury Volunteer Fire Department, and I think that's a great challenge. You know, if what is it? Buy one gift?
Buy one Christmas gift this year from a store in Fairbury.
Is it any certain amount of money, or just?
I don't think so. Just one gift. Instead of spending all your money in Lincoln or online.
Or on Amazon or someplace. I think it's a fabulous idea.
Well, there are, I mean, the local flower shops have great, unique gifts. Even the drug stores. You have Ace Hardware. You can find something.
Oh, absolutely. And if everybody would buy just one thing.
Main Street Animal Clinic, buy a dog bed for your pet.
Okay.
I'm just saying, there's lots of options.
It's a great idea. It's a great idea. So I think Chris is to be applauded for that, and I hope people will take that to heart. Take the challenge, absolutely. You know, and feel good about your purchase. Right. Feel good that you help the local economy. If it's something you were going to buy anyway, try and get it locally first. That's always kind of important to me.
What do you have?
Oh gosh, there's kind of a lot of things on my plate, and I know you are going to touch on one of them, so I'll kind of save that one. Okay. There's a meth resurgence in Fairbury.
This is sad.
Well, this is very sad. I spoke with Jefferson County Sheriff Nell Sorensen last week, and he said Fairbury used to kind of be known for having drug busts, meth lab busts. He said this time around it's a little bit different. It's not so much the meth labs as it is use. He said meth in itself is coming back into our community and is kind of the growing drug of choice for young people. And I think
young people, did he give an age group? Are we talking high school?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's talking high school age, a bit older. I think it's a very very sad thing. And I asked Nels, I said, how do you curtail this? And he frankly said he didn't know, because the schools do as good a job as they can.
Are you tired of your space being wasted by those minimum quantity orders? Make those unneeded prints disappear at McBaddis. At McBaddis, we can print you anywhere from 1 to 100,000 items. This will save you space and keep your money in the bank instead of in the warehouse. McBaddis, we want to be your printer.
One of the other things I wanted to touch on is there is a Plymouth man. His name is Brian Weishong, and he is opposing a proposed wind farm up by Plymouth. I know we have the Steel Flats wind farm down by Steel City, and I think it's pretty unique. And there's a company trying to put another wind farm up in by Plymouth, and
on his land,
in the general area.
Okay.
And the thing I think is unique, and certainly anybody can have their own opinion on these things, is Brian is really the first guy to go on record publicly to say, this is a bad thing, I don't want this thing, it's aesthetically a bad thing to look at, it's going to devalue my land. I'm not here to pass judgment whether it whether it won't. I'm a proponent of wind energy, but
well, I'm sure there are people that, especially up in that area, bought their land for the view. It's beautiful out there.
Brian runs a cabinet shop up there, and he lives on an acreage outside of Plymouth. And I personally am glad, whether somebody's for it or whether they're against it, I'm just glad that they're getting involved in the process.
Speaking up for themselves.
Yeah, absolutely. Speak up for themselves and to tell people what they think. There's a story in this week's paper on it. I hope everybody reads it.
Check it out.
Check it out. Exactly. One of the other things that I just want to touch on, and I thought this was kind of silly, was...
It's very silly.
It is silly, is Walmart employees organize food drive for other Walmart employees.
What?
Yeah, apparently there is a Walmart store in Canton, Ohio that is organizing a food drive on behalf of other Walmart employees who work at that store. They're saying that Walmart doesn't pay them a living wage, doesn't give them enough hours, so
what's this Walmart? Walmart's not going to do anything about it?
Walmart says that's ridiculous. Basically, Walmart says that's not what it's designed to be. It's designed to be to provide food for other employees who may not have anywhere to go on Thanksgiving, so that they can have a Thanksgiving meal. But this person from Canton, Ohio, the unnamed secret Walmart employee who doesn't want to get fired, says, no, they're doing this because the company needs to stand up and give us 40 hours and a living wage so we don't have to worry about whether we can afford Thanksgiving or not. And I think this is a really silly thing. I
don't even know what to say.
I was going to say, what do you think about that?
What? There's got to be a local food shelter, for one.
It's the world's largest retailer.
If you are not happy with your job and your wage, go to school, learn a trade, get a better job. That is what is wrong with this generation is, I don't want to do anything, but I want everybody to give me what everybody else has.
Nobody makes you work at Walmart.
Nobody makes you work at Walmart.
Nobody makes you shop at Walmart.
Nobody also makes you go to college, and you got to make... If you want a good life and you want to afford a big fat turkey on Thanksgiving,
a lot of times I can be the first person to jump up and knock Walmart about something. I can be that guy. But from a management standpoint, they don't have to offer anybody 40 hours a week. They don't have to offer them health insurance, life insurance, 401k, you know, that's their choice whether they do that or not. And,
Yeah.
you know, you don't have to work for Walmart if you don't want to. So I'm with you. If you don't like a job, go find another job. Go get an education. Go learn something. I guess kind of the last thing I had, maybe relative to that or not, is there is a proposal supported by President Obama to increase the minimum wage
I read about that.
to $10.10 an hour.
What does that do to you as a business owner?
If the government forces me to increase the minimum that I pay people to $10.10 an hour, and granted, most people make more than that for me, but they don't start out there.
Right.
But if I have to start them there, all that's going to do is hold back job creation. You know, rather than fill open jobs, I'm going to ask people to do more. Mm-hmm. So I mean, it's not going to help anything. It's going to hurt job growth.
Well, and it's going to help
Job
job retainment because you're not going to be able to give other employees a raise.
No. You know, let's say I've got somebody making, minimum wage now is $7.25 an hour. Mm-hmm. And let's say I've got somebody making, I don't know, $10 an hour now. And the minimum wage is raised $3 an hour. The people who are at $10 an hour now, they're not going to go to $13 an hour.
Right.
Just because minimum wage is what their wage is now.
Which they should, but how are they going to feel when this newbie comes in making that? I mean, that's got to be hard on all business
sure,
owners.
and it's more than that, because if you have to increase your wage, let's say 10%, 15%, whatever it is, you know, I think $7.25 an hour to like $10.10 an hour is maybe, I'd have to do the math, I don't know, 10% or something like that. Mm-hmm. But I can't increase my prices
that much
that I charge to customers 10% to compensate for that, because they'll go somewhere else.
That's what's going to happen, though. People
You know,
are going to have to start raising their prices.
I mean, you see it with MSA with our garment business, that, I mean, we have to be pretty competitive, and it's a pretty cutthroat business, and if you throw another 10% on, you're going to lose that customer.
Yeah.
And then you don't need, you know, your garment worker or whatever. Well, how has that benefited anybody? Mm-hmm. I don't know. I have an inherent problem with things like this.
Is this probably going through? Is it just thrown on the table at this point?
I think it's thrown on the table with the hopes of a compromise, like splitting the difference or something. Going from $7.25 to, you know, $8.75 or whatever the difference is, you know. And I truly think that most businesses want to do the right thing, and I think as they can afford it, they do. You know, wage increases should be based on performance of the employee and profitability of the company.
Right.
That's what they should be based on.
Not because the government's dealing with people
because,
that don't work and
exactly,
feed off everybody else.
Because the government wants everybody to have an entitlement.
Robbery. Holy moly.
Boy, there was a brainiac there, wasn't there?
Jeez. That busted through that side window,
with a brick.
With a brick. Is he a local guy?
No, as I understand it, he's kind of a transient guy with a criminal record.
Again, from the area, surrounding area?
Just
what? Oh.
kind of blew into town, and the guy should have stupid tattooed on his head, because he breaks into a liquor store that has security cameras up all over the place.
Well,
No hood.
Most securities probably are going to. No hood up.
No hood, no mask.
Especially with Facebook these days.
As I understand it, that's how they found him, was through Facebook. It's like, hey, I know this guy and I know where he's staying.
Oh yeah.
You know,
people see people.
And in what world do you, in a small town particularly, in what world do you think you can go in and knock off the liquor store and take thousands of dollars worth of smokes and alcohol?
What was it that he got away with?
I'm a little unclear on that. I've heard two things. I've heard $6,000 worth of cigarettes and alcohol, and then I've heard no, it wasn't quite that much, but it was in the thousands of dollars range.
Still enough to
It's a lot.
Raise their insurance to cause some sort of harmful effect to.
What can you do with thousands of dollars worth of cigarettes and alcohol?
Well, wouldn't you think that more than just the police would get involved in this when you're talking that much money?
They did. The State Patrol was, the Nebraska State Patrol was involved in this very heavily, and I don't think that it's run its course yet. From what I understand, that more arrests are pending. You know, there's an ongoing investigation, but this is really a stupid thing.
Yes.
I don't understand people. I don't. What part of, if it's not yours, don't take it? Don't people understand?
Well, anyway, since you guys hate my Cowboys.
Well, hate
Oh,
isn't a very.
I think you have
Hate's not a nice word. We're all taught not to hate. We might.
You dislike them.
No, we might loathe them, but.
Okay. Let's make a bet.
You're talking Trevor and I?
Trevor and you.
Okay.
Packers versus Cowboys.
When's the game?
I think December 8th, somewhere around there.
Okay.
In a few weeks.
Okay.
So next week, we're both going to come up with what will happen to the other person if their team wins.
Or the other persons in Trevor's and my case?
Yes. But you and Trevor only get one. You can't each pick one thing.
Okay, I think that's fair enough.
Okay. And it has to be done on the show.
Really?
Yeah.
What's yours going to be?
I don't know yet.
You don't know yet?
I'm thinking.
Okay. How many points you giving?
Just win-loss.
No, I got to have points. This
Why?
This is your bet. You think the Cowboys are going to win? They're healthy. The Packers are beat up. Starting quarterback's hurt. They're on their third quarterback in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
They're giving up an average of like 23 points a game.
You set the.
Well, you don't want me to set the points because I'll make it so high that you can't possibly win.
So we're talking, what, 7-point spread? I don't know how to do that. I think win-loss is good
Make
enough.
it 9 and you got a deal.
8.
8. Okay. 8 points.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
You're taking the Cowboys and giving 8 points.
Yeah.
Got it. I'll tell Trevor.
Well, okay.
The bet's on.
That's on.
All right.
All right. We'll see you next week.
Thank you very much.